If you're wondering which touchscreen laptops are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Acer Aspire 14 AI 2025. This budget beast packs a 14-inch touchscreen that's more responsive than my ex's text messages, but the display only hits 63% sRGB coverage, which makes colors look flatter than a pancake. The matte touchscreen is genius because you can poke it all day without leaving fingerprints, unlike every other touchscreen laptop that turns into a greasy mess after 5 minutes of use. Would I buy it? Maybe. At $750, it's cheaper than therapy, and the battery life is actually decent for once. Razer Blade 16 2025. The OLED display is absolutely gorgeous with 2400 Hz refresh rate and gets bright enough at 411 nits to blind your neighbors. But the trackpad has more issues than a reality TV show with palm rejection problems that'll drive you insane. This thing looks sleek as hell, and the per-key RGB lighting makes you feel like a gaming god. But somehow, the RTX 5090 model performs worse than laptops with RTX 5080 cards, which is like buying a Ferrari that gets outrun by a Honda Civic. Would I buy it? No. Paying premium prices for worse performance is like ordering expensive wine and getting grape juice instead. HP Spectre X 360/14 2024. The OLED screen with 2800 by 1800 resolution makes everything look so crisp you'll question reality, and the included pen actually works without making you want to throw it out the window. The haptic trackpad feels premium as hell, and the build quality screams luxury, but there's nowhere to store the pen, so you'll lose it faster than your car keys. Would I buy it? Yes. This is the classiest convertible around, and when something looks this good, you forgive its minor flaws like a toxic relationship. Asus ZenBook Duo UX 8406 2025. Two 14-inch OLED touchscreens sound like a productivity dream until you realize Windows 11 still sucks at touch input, worse than a drunk person trying to text. The dual screen setup is genuinely impressive for multitasking and makes you feel like a hacker from a sci-fi movie. But the thermal limitations mean this thing runs hotter than a jalapeno's armpit under heavy loads. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's basically carrying a laptop plus external monitor in one package, but you'll need patience to deal with the software quirks. Lenovo Vivobook 9i 2025. Too Beautiful 2.8. OLED touchscreens with the flexibility of 6 different usage modes makes this thing more versatile than a Swiss Army knife. But managing app windows feels like playing Tetris while blindfolded. The wireless keyboard and included stylus are actually decent quality, and the whole package weighs less than you'd expect. But with only 3 USB-C ports and no headphone jack, you'll be living in dongle hell. Would I buy it? Yes. Despite the learning curve steeper than Mount Everest, this is the first dual-screen laptop that actually works and doesn't make you want to throw it against a wall. Acer Chromebook Plus Spin 714 2024. This thing's got a gorgeous 14-inch touchscreen that's brighter than my future at 340 nits and covers 100% of the sRGB color space, but the speakers sound like they're drowning in a bathtub with zero bass. The touchscreen is responsive as hell, and the stylus works great, though sometimes this laptop thinks I'm pulling the stylus out when I'm just picking it up like some kind of digital hypochondriac. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's a solid Chromebook that does touchscreen right, but those speakers will make you want to throw it out the window. Dell Inspiron 14 plus 7441 2025. The 14-inch 2.5K touchscreen is absolutely stunning and responsive, making everything look crisp enough to cut glass. But the keyboard feels mushier than overcooked pasta, and the touchpad is stickier than a movie theater floor. This Snapdragon-powered beast gives you 10 hours of battery life, which is longer than most Marvel movies. Though good luck running half your favorite apps since ARM compatibility is still playing catch-up. Would I buy it? No. Beautiful screen can't save you from inputs that feel like they were designed by someone who hates typing. Asus ZenBook S14. UX 5406 2025. The 14-inch OLED touchscreen with 2880x1800 resolution is absolutely gorgeous with colors so deep you'll want to swim in them. But it's glossier than a Kardashian Instagram post and reflects everything including your regrets. The keyboard and touchpad are actually fantastic for productivity work. Plus, you can swipe the touchpad edges to adjust brightness like some kind of laptop wizard, though that 14-inch screen feels smaller than my attention span. Would I buy it? Yes. The OLED display is worth dealing with the glare, and the inputs don't suck like most laptops. Samsung Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360 2024. This 16-inch AMOLED touchscreen flips 360 degrees like a gymnast on Red Bull and comes with an S Pen for all your digital doodling needs. But at 1,683 grams, it's heavier than my emotional baggage when trying to use it as a tablet. The display handles colors better than a professional painter, and the improved touchpad actually works consistently, unlike my Wi-Fi connection. Though using this as a tablet feels like trying to read a newspaper in a hurricane. Would I buy it? Maybe. Great for desk work and tent mode Netflix binges, but don't expect to carry this brick around like an iPad. Acer Swift 16 AI 2025. The 16-inch OLED touchscreen runs at 120 Hz with 2880x 1800 resolution that's sharper than my wit, but the glossy coating reflects more light than a disco ball, and the speakers sound worse than nails on a chalkboard. Battery life is ridiculously long, and the performance is solid for real-world tasks, though you'll need to close your curtains during the day unless you enjoy staring at your own reflection instead of your work. Would I buy it? Yes. Despite the terrible speakers and mirror-like display, the OLED quality and battery life make it worth the headaches. HP Envy X 362-in-1 16-2025. This thing has a gorgeous 2.8K OLED touchscreen that'll make you question why you ever settled for anything less, but good luck using it as a tablet because it's heavier than my emotional baggage from 2020. The touchscreen works great with the stylus, and the display is literally IMAX certified, which sounds fancy until you realize it's still just a 16-inch screen. Plus, some users are reporting waves in the picture during gaming, like they're watching through a funhouse mirror. Would I buy it? Maybe. The screen is absolutely stunning, but I'm not trying to bench press my laptop every time I want to use it in tablet mode. Lenovo ThinkPad X915 Aura Edition 2025. They finally ditched the iconic trackpoint red nipple that ThinkPad users have been obsessing over for decades, which is like McDonald's removing the golden arches. Controversial, but the haptic touchpad actually works surprisingly well. The OLED screen is excellent and battery life is solid, but the spacebar and return key rattle like a maraca at a bad wedding, making you sound like you're typing angry emails even when you're just writing grocery lists. Would I buy it? Yes. Despite the rattling keys, the overall experience is smooth, and that OLED display makes everything else look like garbage. Dell XPS 19640 2025. The 4K OLED touchscreen is absolutely stunning and will make your Netflix binges look like cinematic masterpieces. But the touchpad is so ambiguous you'll spend more time figuring out where to click than actually getting work done. Performance is excellent for gaming and content creation, but this thing gets hotter than a jalapeno's armpit during intense use, and the battery life varies more than my motivation on Monday mornings. Would I buy it? Maybe. The display is incredible, but I don't want my laptop doubling as a space heater every time I open Photoshop. LG Gram Pro 2-in-1 16-2025. This lightweight beast actually feels comfortable to use as a tablet, unlike its chunky competitors, and the OLED display covers the entire DCI-P 3-color gamut, making colors pop like bubble wrap. The touchscreen experience is smooth, and the included pen is useful, but those bezels are thicker than a Snickers bar and about as attractive as one that's been left in a hot car. Would I buy it? Yes. The lightweight design makes it actually usable as a tablet, and I can live with ugly bezels if it means my arms won't fall off during extended use. Acer Swift 14 AI 2025. The touchscreen is responsive, and the display hits 426 nits of brightness, which is brighter than my future prospects. Plus, the keyboard feels premium with satisfying key travel that makes typing actually enjoyable. The color gamut covers 100% of sRGB and 84% of P3, which is decent, but not mind-blowing. And while the Corning Gorilla Glass touchpad sounds fancy, it's still just a touchpad at the end of the day. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's a solid all-rounder with good touchscreen functionality, but it doesn't excel at anything specific enough to make me throw my money at it immediately. Microsoft Surface Laptop 713-inch. This thing has a touchscreen that's smoother than my pickup lines, but at 1920x 1280 resolution, it's basically watching Netflix through a screen door compared to its bigger siblings. The battery life is so good it'll outlast your attention span, but good luck finding the damn thing in your bag because it's smaller than a college textbook and twice as forgettable. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's like the Honda Civic of laptops, reliable but about as exciting as watching paint dry. Dell 16 plus 2-in-1 2025. The mini LED display on this bad boy pumps out 600 nits of brightness and makes colors pop like a bag of Skittles, but Dell literally named it after themselves because apparently creativity died in their marketing department. It's got solid performance with Intel Core Ultra chips and 8 hours of battery life, but it has less personality than a cardboard cutout and costs $1,400 for the fully loaded model. Would I buy it? No. Paying premium prices for a laptop with the charisma of a wet napkin is like buying expensive vanilla ice cream. Lenovo Yoga 9 i2-in-1 Aura Edition 14-2025. This gorgeous beast rocks a 14-inch 2.8 K 120Hz OLED display that's more stunning than my ex's Instagram photos, and the battery life is so insane it practically runs on hopes and dreams. The aluminum build is tougher than a $2 steak with military-grade certification, but that glossy OLED screen reflects more light than a disco ball in direct sunlight. Would I buy it? Yes. When a laptop can survive military testing and still look this pretty, it's basically the Chuck Norris of convertibles. Asus ROG Flow Z13 2025. This gaming tablet hybrid packs AMD's Strix Halo processor with Radeon 8060S graphics that can actually game at 1080p without crying, plus it's got a 180Hz touchscreen that's smoother than butter on hot toast. The damn thing starts at $299, and you can't upgrade the RAM later, so you better get it right the first time or you're screwed harder than a Phillips head screw. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's like buying a Ferrari that doubles as a bicycle. Impressive, but you'll need to sell a kidney to afford it. Asus Vivobook 16, a Flip 2025. The 16-inch 3K 120Hz OLED touchscreen is absolutely gorgeous, and the Intel Core Ultra 7 processor handles everything I throw at it like a champ. Plus, 22 hours of battery life means it lasts longer than most Hollywood marriages. The keyboard feels mushier than overcooked pasta, and the speakers sound like they're underwater. But hey, at least the touchpad is bigger than my apartment. Would I buy it? Yes. Despite the spongy keyboard, when you get this much screen real estate and battery life for $1,349, it's like finding a unicorn that actually exists. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the touchscreen laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.